Get in, nerds, we're playing Victoria 3. It is getting to be time to go after Ulster now that Great Britain is in another war with someone else. That's going to put us up to a phenomenal 80 infamy, but I think after that we can chill a bit and just sort of relax with the whole conquest thing. Normally I would have preferred to wait so that we didn't get above 75, but I don't think Great Britain will have to, I don't know if it'll be too long for us to get below 75 before the thing happens. But they are in a war now, so now's the time to strike while the proverbial iron is hot. So, we're going to mobilize everybody. I believe we have the capacity to recruit one more admiral. And it's the France HQ that needs another one. We have a Bonapartist from the Petit Bourgeois, an angry vanguardist from the armed forces, or a communist from the armed forces. So I'm going with the first one. We're going to promote him immediately up to Field Marshal, because this is going to be a big war. We're going to activate a whole mass of conscripts all over our main territory here. I wish in this screen I could see which HQ they would be going into. Wow. A lot of battalions in these areas. Alright. That's going to cost us a lot of money, but it is what it is. So, we'll grab a North Africa front field marshal. Pop him in here. Militarily, our strategic objective in the region is Ulster itself. We have to leave at least one general oh, no, not you. Because you're in Occitania. You're our secondaries in the France HQ. You're North Africa. So Thoraval, you need to stay. Actually, no. I'm going to put you standing by. Henry Thoraval, you need to stay and advance the front in Ulster. Okay. Ethiopia. Right here. Congo. We'll advance the main front in Africa. Rhine HQ, you'll advance the front in Ulster, in Ireland. Let's see, Senegal HQ, you can go ahead and advance the front here. Great Britain and Western Africa, Zanj HQ, you're going to go across here. South Germany HQ will put you on a small front here. In Africa. North Sea HQ, you're going to, of course, advance the North Sea front line. You're also Senegal. You're going to grab this small front and deal with it. Let me see. You're the Indonesia HQ. We do not have a front with Great Britain here. So you'll cover the Christmas Islands. Italy HQ, you'll go ahead and cover the small frontier. South India, we don't have a front with them anymore here. Wonderful. You'll go ahead and advance this African front. Caribbean, no fronts with Great Britain in the Caribbean anymore. So you'll come over here to Western Africa. You're the Southern Africa HQ. We don't have a front with Great Britain in South Africa. Why? I'm confused. Okay. I'm going to have him hold there. Gran Colombia HQ. You can come over here. And Niger HQ, you can go here as well. Because that's one of those fronts that can fall apart. Activated? Yes, I did. Alright. Let's get going here. Shortage of opium, that's not shocking. What does Great Britain want with this war goal? Liberate a bunch of different countries. Okay. Who can we sway? We can sway Sweden. Don't know if that will be useful to us, but I'll keep it in mind. Bengal has declared a rivalry. That's okay with me. Lots of revolutions happening around the world. We have quite a few countries we can sway. But they're Portugal, Canada, and... Canada, I bet I know what you want. Regime change. Oh, boy. To place the industrialists in control of the Republic. Ooh, what an interesting idea. The other ones are Portugal, regime change, and Sweden. That's an obligation or war reparations. I think I can do this by myself, but let's see. Let's see if anyone sides with Great Britain for now. Austria. Dang. Alright, so we're going to have to grab some of our main forces here to defend our front with Austria. Alright, now I'm going to have to sway somebody. So we'll sway... Sweden with... I think you can get war reparations without occupying the capital. So we'll do that. Are you fearful still? Yes, they are. Sweden sides with us. Canada. You'll also be satisfied with an open market. I would really goof up their politics if I regime changed them, though. Will this cost me any infamy? I don't think so. But let's do open market instead. I assumed they were going to want to try to take this territory, but apparently not. Mechanized farming. Excellent. British Republic are embargoing us. That's not shocking. Canada sides with us. And technically, we can still sway Portugal with a regime change offer. I'm not going to do that. I don't think very highly of Portugal's capacity to actually get involved in this. I'm going to go ahead and activate our remaining conscripts here in the home country just to make sure that we're fully mobilized and we have the troops necessary to win this war. We got someone with a field promotion, so that means we have a place where we don't have generals. Oh, interesting. Rhine HQ. Do you have... Who's our guy in the Rhine HQ? You need a promotion. You're Occitania, you're North Africa. You're France. Oh! You're not. You're not anywhere. You should go to Austria. Rhine HQ. Sorry, this is one of those things that takes a lot of time. I'm going to wait for now, but I think it's ultimately going to be Occitania. Yeah, it's going to be Occitania. Oh, we can't. Well, never mind then. Going to do a small tax hike to make sure that we're not completely illiquid on this war. Going up to low taxes. Designate Austria as our strategic objective. We're not in the countdown to war yet. I would love to add a war goal to just goof up Austria in some way. Is Austria already free trade? No, they're mercantilism. Interesting. No, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm already consuming, taking in tons and tons of infamy. I don't want to, go completely wild with that. With that having been said, I think all my fronts are pretty well covered. So, I don't think this war is going to be a cakewalk precisely, but I think it will be a very manageable war to win. And in the fullness of time, if Great Britain doesn't back down, which I hope it does, 2 hours. So I'm going to wait until these armies have developed themselves up to their full capacity and just defend here. That's going to cost Austria a ton of casualties. This is as close to a World War I as we're going to get. Oh my gosh, we're crushing them over here. That's the power of armor. Oh, whoopsie doodle. Tanks are expensive. So it is time to switch our war machine industries over to full tank production. That's going to make them less profitable, but it is going to mean we have all the tanks we could ever need for our armies. And as you can see, now that we have armor in our armies, we have complete capacity to run absolutely buck wild. Right, I should direct my navies, huh? We'll do some convoy raiding here in the Mediterranean. That'll once again lock down Austrian trade. Actually, you're escorting convoys. Oh, you must be in a battle already. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we're crushing Britain's navy. Britain, are your navies completely goofed? And Canada is winning the war over here. Kind of? Or maybe it's just front chicanery. I'm crushing Britain navally is not a phrase I thought I would say in this run. But here we are. USA's embargoing me. That's not shocking. USA, I wish you would stay on your side of the Atlantic. Cape Colony is in default. I'm going to grab, I think, one army from over here and pop it over to this side so that I've got a sufficiency of force there. Oh, I actually have a bunch of armies available. Alright, so... Right, this is Jordi Tavan. He'll start pressing forward here. Because this territory was held by Prussia. It still is. Right, Jacques de Gaulle, you can go over here. Thomas Bertois. You can move to here. Rocher. Over here, and then you are going to the Austrian front. And you are a big general at the Senegal HQ, you can go there as well. You're the South Indian HQ, you're hanging around in Africa. Continue to do so. Alright, so that should sort those fronts out. And now I think it's going to be time for us to begin pressing forward on the Austrian front. We've developed a significant overage in overall force. Oh my goodness, are we land bridge pressing into Great Britain itself? We are. What's your home HQ? Jean-Luc Mathieu. Okay. Your home HQ is the North Sea HQ. I'm going to promote you because we have a bunch of battalions in Ireland. Excellent. I'm going to put another convoy raiding fleet here. And Canada is continuing to win over on their front. So yeah, I think this is going to wind up being a total stomp. Let's see. You can get Ulster. War operations for Sweden. Open the British market. Do they still have war support, war goal protection? They do not. And they are losing support much faster than we are. How fast is Austria losing support? Am I on the right page? I'm not. How fast is Austria losing support? 2.2 and change per week. That's not necessarily a problem for me. Bhutan is in default. We've got a large gold reserve, so I've spent the whole game building up this gold reserve, and to be honest, friends, when you have wars like this, you can see why I do that. Like, for one thing, it is a little silly to have this much cash in the bank, but on the other hand, when you end up fighting wars like we're currently fighting, where I have to marshal these, 2, 3, 4 million soldier armies, like we've got up here, it really is necessary. We're almost back down to Notorious. I think we can clutch it out and get back to being the middle tier of Infamous below 75 before things get absolutely bonkers and we can't go anywhere fun. I've got to keep an eye on this front because once, if we get to the North Sea here, we could be in a situation where we're getting totally silly. Equatoria, Congo Oriental front. Okay. As usual, we have some front chicanery over here in Africa. So go ahead and put that there. Revolt in Cape Colony. That's exciting. Yep, so these two fronts did split, but there's a good balance of forces. So I'm not worried. We are pressing forward here along the Alps. We actually, I think we might have had a defeat here, or maybe we just have taken forever to get that battle going. But in any case, excellent. And we're below 75. I think 75 might not actually be a break point now that I'm thinking about it, but it is what it is. Where do we lose convoys? Cape of Good Hope and Natal Coast. So, let's put a convoy escort fleet to, say, Indonesia. And that'll allow us to sort that situation out. Come on. Alright. And now they will happily accept all of our demands. And that has also ended the war with Austria, which is just fine. So now we can incorporate Ulster. I'm going to put a suppression decree here to make sure things don't get out of hand while they're in the process of being incorporated. I'm going to reset production methods. Gonna also... Oh, you know what? Oh, interesting, and it shows us what will be changed. That's radical. I'm not going to do that. I didn't do anything in Jamaica. Okay, and those two are different by design. So, where are you with infrastructure? You're completely goofed on infrastructure because you have a lot of devastation. So, let's give it a minute for your railways to get properly employed. Let me just make sure all of my railways are subsidized here. They are. We'll go ahead and ensure that a university is active here so that we can have enough education to fill those higher tier jobs. Okay, railways are getting employed. So what does that do to your infrastructure? It's building back up. You're actually not that bad in infrastructure at all. Wonderful. Let's get some ports built. Let's get some government administrations built. We'll build 10 levels. No reason to be skimpy here. And is infrastructure still increasing? Yes. I think that's the last week. One more week. One more week of rising infrastructures. Perfect. So now, Ulster, you do indeed have a shortage of infrastructure. How is the port situation? Alright, those are getting built. They'll get done in 16 weeks. That should help with the overall market. Alright, So that's our war with Great Britain completed. We have only one more. There's the oil turbine. Alright, so how much oil production capacity? First, do we have any more oil we can build anywhere in our empire as of now? No. So, how much oil are we outputting? 17k, so we can have roughly double that. We're currently using 15k. So we've got about, 15k more that we can use. So, power plants. Normandy's got a big power plant. This will cost 5.56k and produce a bunch more power. I think we'll go ahead and do it. And then we'll grab another one of our largest power plants, Burgundy, and one in Franche-Comté, and do the same. And then that will give us all the power we could ever want. Okay, now we're short of oil. So maybe we won't do all three of those huge sets of power plants. Maybe we'll just do the lower two. Oh, if you heard that skip, that was the game skipping, that wasn't your computer. Alright, how's the oil market now? Oil market's good. We're where we want to be. And that has made electricity much more plentiful. And that might get us the capacity to use some of these higher tier methods. Not yet, though. Let's put taxes back down. Higher. This productivity is too low. If I automate. It has raised the productivity. No, it has not. It is dropping back down. Yep, still falling. Okay, so hand assembly was better. I really struggle with the automation methods in this game. Okay, we're maxed out on sulfur production. Anyway, that was a big, lovely war. But it is time to cut it here. It is the middle of 1925. We've almost completed our goals of uniting the Francosphere. I'm going to leave French Canada. It can be its own thing as part of Canada. We liberated Canada from the British, and that's what's important. So yeah, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. I'll see you all on the other side.